Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to the January challenge, A Fragment of Your Imagination. This challenge was created by 7 Forests, 5 Rivers, and they have come up with 31 fragments for us to try. So today is January 18th, and I am doing mine on this grid that I made. It is available for downloading and printing on the description of this video. And I just made this to give myself a place to kind of play with them. And when I'm done, I'll be cutting all of these out and making a little booklet just to keep handy with all these fun ideas. So there are many ways that you can use these fragments outside of this grid. So you can watch this video and you don't even have to be using my printouts. Okay, so January 18th, let's check it out. It says, how will you arrange your orb fragments for holding Opus by Zentangle Incorporated? Okay, so there it is. I'm going to grab some scrap paper here and show you what Opus looks like without being a fragment. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so Opus is this beautiful pattern that goes up and kind of ends in like a fescue shape. And then you do another one off of this side. And then off of this one. And then with Opus, you aura the whole thing. So we go around nice and careful, nice and thin. And it just changes it completely. Okay, so that is Opus. So let's see if we can fit that in our little circles. Okay, what I would like to do is make each of mine come out from this area in the center. So I'm going to put just a little like mark on each of these, reminding me where I want to start. Okay. All right, so I'm going to begin here, and it's up to you how far over you want to go, how tall you want to go, what you want yours to look like. I'm not going to let mine touch the side because I do want to aura it, and I want some space for that. So I'm going to come up and go over here, put in that little fescue shape, and over there. And then I like to end mine with like one kind of last one going up straight with that little shape on top. Then I'm going to aura it. So I'm going to start right down here. I'm going to go very slow. And if you did not leave yourself enough room to aura, like around the fescue, it's okay. Just aura right up to the line and then jump out on the other side. Okay, so now they had orbs. Let me show you again. They put orbs around theirs, but since we just made all the orbs yesterday, I'm going to do striping. I haven't done that in a few days, and I love how that looks. So I'm going to do my striping at an angle here. And I'm just going to let my pen so lightly add these little stripes in. And if you want to do orbs, please do. If you want to color it, if you want to do anything, go right ahead. And just like we did in another one, I think this one up here, you can lift your pen sometimes a little bit to give the illusion of a little bit of a shimmer maybe. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one, and I'm not gonna try to make it look just like this one, so it's okay if some of them go higher or lower than they did over here. I'm gonna go up and come down and do that little fescue. Play around with dropping that down a little bit more if you want. Okay, aura it. I love how that looks. And I'm gonna stick with the striping, but of course you could change it up now. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. This is such a beautiful one to add to anything you're working on. It fits really well with other tangles. It's fun to tangle around it. It's fun to add this as kind of an embellishment to something you're doing. It's just a really fun one. Okay, put in my stripes. Lifting your pen once in a while to give that little bit of light into the line. I've got one more to go. I'm probably going faster than you just because I tend to draw quickly. So feel free to pause to catch up if you need to. And this is one of those that, you can start out with like a long line and just have these coming off the side, or they can come kind of building up off of each other. Gives different looks each way that you do it. My final aura. And my stripes. There we go. All right. right, so what I'm going to do, because I've got these 4 circles and I kind of want to bring them together, I'm going to connect these and those. And then I'm going to put some striping horizontally through there. You don't have to do it, but I just kind of wanted to connect that all together. And then I'm going to aura this whole piece. You do not have to do this part, especially if you have a really shaky hand and you don't enjoy how your auras look. My hand is pretty shaky. I end up with some wide spots and some narrow spots, but it doesn't really bother me. If you want to add a couple of fescue coming out, you can. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of shading on this. So shading fragments is really unnecessary, but I just enjoy it so much that I can't help myself. Okay, so I'm going to go, I should have aura'd inside of these to match. Oh well, that's okay. Thinking of it now, would have been cool. Right, so I'm going to go along the outside of that aura, which I know this probably seems a little tedious. So again, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to go on the outside. And then when I take my little blending tool and soften that and push it away from that line, it just gives this nice little shadow. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to do that on each of these. Do all of my tracing first. And in these tiny little fragments, you do not need very much of the graphite. All right, blending that by pushing it out and away from that line. And then inside here, I'm going to put some on that outer edge of each of those 4 circles. Push that towards the center, giving that a nice little shadow. Okay, then if you would like, you can take your blending tool and just add some little shading out here just to give that some depth. And there we go, Opus as a fragment. Beautiful. All right, thank you so much. Please follow me on Let's Tangle on Facebook, where you can share your work. And please like and subscribe to this video. I appreciate all of you, and we will see you tomorrow for January 19th. Thank you. Bye-bye.